For the Coming Home Haiti project, I wanted to spend some time really getting to know the people behind the camera too. This is my guide and videographer, Maestro. I actually met him when I first landed here. And after spending some time working together, I realized this guy's got a story worth hearing. So one morning, we went down to a street market near the airport to grab some coffee and bread with peanut butter. I don't know if you dip your bread in peanut butter and coffee, but I do. Don't judge me. Maestro was born in the Dominican Republic, but came to Haiti when he was 10. So you were born in the Dominican Republic? Yes, I was born in the Dominican Republic, but unfortunately, if your parents are Haitian and neither of them are Dominican, you don't qualify for Dominican citizenship. So even if you're born there, without Dominican parents, you won't have the necessary documents to be recognized as a Dominican citizen. My two brothers and I were all born there, and none of us are considered Dominican citizens. That's why I'm more focused on investing in Haiti, because it's all we have. So, but you were born there and you spent the first 10 years of your life there? Yes, I spent my first 10 years in the Dominican Republic before coming to Haiti when I was 10 years old. When I arrived, I started third grade here in Haiti. I completed all my high school years here, and after graduating, I went back to the Dominican Republic. During those years, I used to travel back and forth, spending school breaks in the Dominican Republic. But the last time I went, I had a visa. And as you know, they recently cut visas for all Haitians. I didn't want to stay there illegally, so I returned to Haiti to invest and build here. Let's pause here. That moment really stood out to me. In September 2023, the Dominican Republic stopped issuing new visas to Haitian citizens and suspended the renewal of existing residency and work visas for Haitians. This was due to a border dispute over a canal that was being built, which Dominican officials said would harm the environment and farmers in their country. This video isn't about politics. It's about how policies affect real people and how they respond. When Maestro said that, it reminded me that behind every policy, there's a person making a choice about survival, about dignity, and about home. But you speak fluent Spanish.
Sí, hablo mucho español.
And that's your first language?
Oh, no.
When I first came to Haiti, my Creole wasn't very good, so I had to repeat a few grades. But after a while, I got the hang of it, even though my Creole had a heavy accent at first. Now, I actually speak Creole much better than Spanish, but I still read Spanish more easily. That's why my phone and laptop are in Spanish. My professional language is Spanish because I learned my trade in the Dominican Republic, but my most fluent spoken language is Creole. I speak both very well. We kept talking about life, work, and the simple things that make mornings like this feel normal. Even in a country most people only see through headlines. After wrapping up our shoot with Dorothy Jean, I sat down with Maestro again at the Airbnb. We talked about what life in Cap Haitien is really like, how people can actually build wealth here, the differences between Port-au-Prince and Cap Haitien, and why the Diaspora should invest in Haiti. My name is Maestro. We work with music, work with beats, and videos. That's why they call me Maestro. So how long have you been doing that kind of work for? I started in 2016, working with music and making beats. When I was done with school, I went to the Dominican Republic, and that's where I learned video editing. But before that, I was working with cinema. And before that, we started a production company, GF Films, in 2019. That's when I started working with videos and editing. But when I really professionally learned video editing was in 2021. How old are you? I'm not 30 yet, but I'm almost 30. You might as well be 30. What exactly got you interested in videography?
There's a lot of times when people learn the trade, but they have no love for it. And sometimes you have to explain to them what you want, but they don't give you the results that you want. I love working behind the scenes with videos, editing. I love it. Honestly, this is more of a hobby for me.
Now, tell me this. You were telling me earlier that you've actually been pretty successful on YouTube. You've actually gotten monetized on YouTube. Tell me about that.
I didn't start on YouTube by myself. I started with my brother Jimmy 509, and we were doing music. We noticed there was a gap in communication between us and the beat makers. Me and my brother Jimmy, we did everything together. And I told Jimmy, we need to learn video editing. Jimmy went to school, but the focus was more in cinema. When he was done with school, we put our heads together and bought the cameras, and then had our first project, fully Diaspora. Honestly, the whole family is into video editing now. My brothers, even our sisters are doing it now on YouTube. We started without any money, had a dream, and now we're working.
Okay, but so about how much money are you actually making on YouTube?
There's no way to really calculate how much money one makes on YouTube. YouTube works by calculating views and retention rates. But overall, we're doing well in there. We took a pause for some time because of traveling, but now we're back. Do I have to say exactly how much we're making?
No. You don't have to say. We can leave that a mystery. We can keep that a secret between you and me and let the audience wonder. Don't worry about it. Okay? Yeah. No, I get you. So next question is this. I mean, you were telling me earlier that people can be pretty successful in Haiti sometimes. Can you elaborate on that? Moun ka fè l'argent en Haïti.
Okay.
Ça veut dire ki jan moun fè l'argent en Haïti.
Well, Haiti is a country that is behind and not advancing. When there's a country like this, when people come to Haiti from somewhere else, they know what to bring to make some money. An example, there's Airbnbs in Haiti now. There were no Airbnbs before, but because of the diaspora, the people who traveled and saw Airbnbs and said, why not Haiti? And they're making more money than they would in other countries doing Airbnbs. Because in other countries, any money you make, there's a large amount of tax that goes with it. In Haiti, the tax you're paying isn't big. That's why the ones that have Airbnbs in Haiti are making more money than the ones with Airbnbs in the US. And imagine a country where the government doesn't give people power or energy. If someone invests in phone chargers for people, they'll make money. You can even say, for example, if the government isn't giving water, you invest in the truck and drive around and give water to people. All that is more money you're making. That means in Haiti, there's a lot of business you can do and give people a service that the government isn't giving to people. And to be honest, there's a lot of money in transportation. There could be someone in another country doing Uber or things like that, not making much money. But if they do transportation in Haiti, they'll make a lot of money. There's money in Haiti. And there's people in Haiti making more money than people overseas. This is what people ignore.
Okay, I mean, well, you bring up an interesting example. You bring up a truck driver. I'm sorry, I get curious about numbers. So you said truck driver, I'll give you a number. Truck driver in the United States, maybe he's making $90,000 to $100,000. But you're saying in Haiti, a truck driver can make a lot more money.
How much money does a truck driver make?
I mean, if it's $90,000 to $100,000 a year, it would be maybe about Don't laugh at my math. Maybe $8,000, $8,000 comme ça par mois?
Okay, $8,000. Let me give you an example. Someone who has a small truck takes things from Cap Haitien and drives them to Port-au-Prince. He can charge 50,000 Haitian dollars. 26,000 Haitian dollars gives you 1,000 American dollars. That means this driver can make $2,000 to go to Port-au-Prince, although he'll spend about $800 due to the insecurity. So if he makes $2,000, spends $800, has $1,200 left. Let's say his vehicle breaks down and that cost him $200. That means he has $1,000 left. If each week he does one trip or even two trips, in 4 weeks, that's $8,000. While the truck driver in the US, who is working making $8,000 a month, he's working every single day and doesn't have time to rest at home. But the person in Haiti travels twice a week and sleeps home 4 times a week, and he'll make the $8,000.
And on top of that, no taxes.
Person working the $8,000 in the US, how much tax?
I don't know, if we say maybe 22%, so a vendor poussant sous ça.
If it's 22%, that means the guy already lost. The guy in the US who's driving the truck is making less money than the person driving the truck in Haiti. The person in Haiti comes home with all his money. He just has to renew his license when it's time to pay, and pay his insurance if it's his. But those things are yearly. That means the person in Haiti makes more money, but just has a higher risk. But there's also risk in the US. Overall, life has risks.
You talk about risk in Haiti as a truck driver. What does that risk look like?
Well, the country has a lot of insecurities, and there's a lot of territories lost. That's a risk. However, the media puts everything on the internet. There are things in other countries that are bad that are happening, but their media isn't putting it all over the internet because government controls those medias. For example, the Dominican Republic, because that's where I have most experience and that's where I spent a lot of my time. I came to Haiti when I was 10. There's a lot of things going on in the Dominican Republic as well. There's a lot of dangerous areas, but you won't see them in the media. But because of the media, people overseas will think things are much worse than they are in Haiti, because it's different when you're there when you're not there. The media will make the country worse because when they only show the negative images of Haiti, that makes the country bad. When that happens, people will be scared to invest in Haiti. When people are scared to invest in Haiti, there's no money coming into Haiti, and because of that, the youth will lose. And when the youth lose, more territory will be lost. The gangs are bad and are hurting our country. But the media is also contributing to this as well. The government contributes, and the media contributes, because they sell the country in a certain way, and people don't want to come and invest. I could be in the Dominican Republic working, but I'm here. It's better for me to stay here and build here. After that, I will see. If I was going to leave to go overseas and I had to come back, at least I'll have a place to sleep. That's why I'm investing in my country now.
Do you think Haitians should stay here and build as opposed to leave and move?
My message to the diaspora is this: even if you don't stay, invest in your country. Why? Even if you have US papers, your country of origin is Haiti. If something was to happen with you over there, they'll send you back to Haiti. And it'll be bad for you if you end up back in Haiti and have nothing. So I encourage you guys, invest in the country. Here's why. For every business you invest in, that's 5 Haitians who can't leave the country that would maybe want to leave, that you give jobs to. When you give these young guys jobs, you encourage the country to not get worse. You might have saved their life.
That's really good. So even if you leave, still invest in the country. What are your thoughts on differences between Okap and Port-au-Prince?
I can't speak much in Port-au-Prince because the last time I was there was in 2017. But because of the insecurity, I have not been there recently. It's different when you live there versus when you were there. So I can't speak much on it. The reason I chose Cap Haitien is because I like a city where there's a lot of activity, because I am a businessman. There's a lot of opportunities in Cap Haitien. Wherever there's opportunity, the diaspora will invest, and that will make the country better. I'll say it again, if you can, invest in Haiti, because this is the only country we got.
What do you think the future of Haiti looks like?
I don't know what the future of Haiti is, but I have faith. I don't know if I'll be here forever, because God knows everything. But while I'm here, I'll do my best. I give people jobs. If everyone comes here and invests and gives a couple people jobs, that will be good for the country. I'm not saying that the insecurity will change. That's not in my hands. But we can do what we can to invest in the economy, to encourage the youth and leave the rest up to God. The people that are responsible, the people that are in authority, please, the youth want to live. For example, in this video, you'll see people come up to us at the airport full of life, singing and dancing. We want to live. Haitians want to live. When you go to La Badie, you see people, they have hope, and they want to live. So you guys who are in authority, the youth want to live. They're tired of running. They're tired of dying. Because of these trips to Mexico and Nicaragua, so many youth have died. From Chile, the youth have lost their lives. Young people who could have been helpful to build the country. So I'm pleading with those in authority and in power. Let's do something so that the youth can live.
Okay, Maestro, you speak with a lot of conviction and you inspire a lot of hope. So even as you're talking, I'm getting inspired. I get inspired when you talk about giving back and how can I invest. But I mean, what does it look like? What does it look like for not just Haitians overseas, but also people that are watching this video that are not Haitians? What does it tangibly look like to inspire the youth?
A lot of people overseas send money to people in Haiti, whether it be $200 or $300. As opposed to doing that, they can say, I'm not going to send you money. Instead, I'll open a business and I'll ask you to manage it. If you do that, I don't think they would steal from you. Set up your cameras and all that, I don't think they would steal from you. And if someone who wants to invest but has no family here and doesn't know how, call me. I have a lot of ideas. I don't have the money to invest, but I have the ideas. I'll help and talk you through it. I'm not asking for money. I don't need that. But I like to be part of the creative process. I'm here on the ground and I can help you. If you invested here, that person you sent a couple $100s to would make money, and you would make money as well. That was my message to all the people overseas. But now, for the ones who own businesses here, my advice to you is this: restoration and excellence. Do things well, so that whenever someone comes from another country, they'll go to your Airbnb or your hotel or restaurant. They'll see that although the government isn't keeping the streets clean, you're doing your business in a good way, and you have an excellent business that is clean.
Okay, last couple questions I have for you. So I was talking to Dorothy Jean earlier, and same question I had for her. Because people want to be involved, but again, there's the misconception of everywhere's like Port-au-Prince, which it's not, because Cap Haitien is different. But I mean, is the infrastructure ready for a boom? Is it ready to grow? Is it safe?
Here, I have a studio. In Cap Haitien, nothing so far bad has happened to me. There's one thing that happened to me a lot in the Dominican Republic: phones. You can't have a phone with you. But there's no violence in Cap Haitien. At least I haven't been a victim yet. I have a business here. I'm on my motorcycle all the time. I haven't had anything bad happen to me. If there were bad things here, people wouldn't come here to invest. For example, the Airbnbs are here because of the Diaspora. They're the ones that know how to run Airbnbs. Will things get bad in Cap Haitien? I don't know. All I know is I pray to God. We'll do what we can though. And if it ever gets so bad, we'll have no choice but to leave. But we're living in faith. Again, instead of sending money to people, invest in businesses and hire people. Everything is a risk. Everything is a risk. For example, the Haitians that came under the Biden program, I hear some are buying houses and cars on credit. Isn't that a risk they're taking? They could get deported and have to go back to Haiti, but they're taking a risk. Everything is a risk. All in all, we'll continue to live.
Last question. What's the future look like for you? What are your dreams, aspirations, ambitions? If I come back here in a couple of years, what's Maestro going to be doing?
I invest a lot. We have GF Family LLC. In this enterprise, we have a music studio, label, we order laptops for people, we have an online store, we have a lot. We also have transport. We have GF Family Enterprise. Everything I have, I do it through the enterprise. For me, we're gonna reach the million. And even if I don't, my descendants will. The same way the Boulos family started small, now they're one of the richest families here. Me and my 3 brothers, we are GF family. And we're investing in Haiti. Me, I don't have big ways to invest, but I do what I can. For example, the person who invested in this building invested here because of faith in its success. There's a lot that is in the US that isn't in Haiti, and that's an opportunity. For example, car washes. There's no automatic car washes here. If someone opened up a car wash business here, there's money. There's no roads in Haiti, so the cars get dirty quicker. So there's more money opportunity here. I'm giving you guys ideas to invest.
Okay, last question actually, because I meant to ask this earlier. Is it ethical to make money off of a need the government should be providing, or a need that is a basic need that humans should have?
Even if we're not the government, we can provide services for a fee. I'm not happy about that. That hurts me. But if the government isn't doing it, and we're not providing the service, that hurts people more. But also, the only thing I can say is, don't overcharge people.
Yo, Maestro, presque commencé à marcher là, oui, man.
The next morning, Maestro took me back to the airport. Before I left, he left us with some few final words. Okay, so wrapping up the trip now with Maestro. He just took me to the airport. So Maestro, do you have any last words for us, man?
Last thing I'd like to say to the Diaspora, or to anyone listening, we the youth here in Haiti, we're fighting. Our country needs people who are willing to come in and invest, no matter the challenges we're facing. And if anyone ever comes here and needs a cameraman or a photographer or transportation, you can reach out to me at +509 41 765436. Even if you just need someone to show you around, I'd be happy to help. It will be my pleasure to welcome any Haitian from overseas who wants to see how they can invest here.
Well, there you have it. It was a good time with Maestro, and like he said, if you need anything, make sure to give him a holler while you're in Haiti.
This trip was good for the soul. From speaking with Dorothy Jean and Maestro, I got to know a part of myself that I hadn't connected with in a long time. It reminded me why I started doing this, to tell stories that not only educate us, but also that heal, inspire, and connect us. If you enjoyed the story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Invest in A stories.